Hi everyone, we're going to be working on spinal mobility and glutes today, so take a stand on your mats and we'll get started. Okay, standing with your feet together, we're going to turn our toes out to the corner of the room, heels to follow, so you've got your feet in a hip distance apart. Think about the weight distribution, spreading your weight nice and evenly throughout from side to side. We want a nice, perfect central alignment throughout. Soften your knees so they're not locked. So you don't want to lock them working through the joints. We're going to be working through the muscles, engaging our quads. Hands come onto your hips, and we're just going to rock through our pelvic positioning. Just coming all the way forwards, all the way back. So we're loosening the lower back, working through the pelvic positioning. So you come all the way back is point C, all the way forwards is point A. We want to rest in a point B, so somewhere in the middle, tucking your bum under at the back. Nice neutral spine, so it's a nice strong position to work through. Rolling our shoulders up, back, down away from the ears. Up, back, and down. Just release your neck at the top there. And we're going to take one hand to our ribs, one hand onto our tummy. First thing we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through our nose, nice big full breath in, and then exhale all the way out through your mouth or nose. Keep going like this in your own time, just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth or your nose, whichever you prefer. You can close your eyes if you want to focus on the class ahead. Coming in and out. Just feel where your hands are moving. One more time in. This time as you exhale, I want you to tighten through the core, just engaging your abs. Feeling that you're like you've got a belt around your tummy or someone's about to punch you in the gut, so you're really tensing there, so it's nice and tight. Keep breathing in and out like you were doing before, and just notice the difference. So coming in and then out through your mouth. You should feel your hand on your ribs is moving still, but the hand on your tummy is staying nice and still. Keep it nice and engaged and tight through the abs. One more time. And exhale. That's how we want to breathe throughout the class, everyone. So that's called lateral breathing. So we're engaging our core, really working on keeping the back and the spine protected and working at the fullest extreme. So we're going to now work our way through some mobility and warming up, starting with some neck mobility, just looking from side to side. In your own time, nice and gently. Take that into a semicircle, coming chin down to your chest, shoulder to shoulder. Keeping that nice positioning as well, so you've still got the soft knees, your pelvic neutral, your shoulders are down, standing nice and tall. Looking up to the ceiling, and then looking down at the floor. No overstretching here, just so you can feel the tension in your skin, in your neck. We're going to do some forward shoulder rolls now, in your own time. You can make them as big or as small as you want. You can use your arms to accent that movement if you want to. Like I say, we're going to work a lot on some spinal mobility today. Good to get everything moving. Take that into a backward shoulder roll. One more. I'm going to do single alternate arm raises. So coming up, pressing it slightly back, nothing too heavy, just coming up and lower. Keeping that lovely alignment, keeping yourself nice, even weight distribution, soft knees, your pelvic neutral, standing tall through the crown of your head. Two more like this, and then we're going to go into full arm circles. So we're going to keep going all the way around. Last one. All the way up and around. Keep your hips facing forwards and your body facing forwards. If it feels good, You can add a little twist. We add a little twist and looking at that top arm as it goes round, following it with a little rotation. I'm not splash my lampshade. Take your time, nice controlled movements, breathing, nice full breaths. Last one. From here, I'm going to come down into a Pilates squat. So you're keeping your feet at hip distance apart. As I come up, I'm going to bring up my opposite arm, opposite knee. And lowering down, back into a squat. We're going to take the other side up now. So going opposite arm, opposite knee. Keeping those hip distance apart as you squat. Chest comes up. Lovely. Keep going. When you squat, think about your alignment. So you're not leaning forwards on the balls of your feet. You're keeping your weight distributed nice and evenly throughout. You should be able to lift your toes. We'll take 2 more of these. Last one. Hold that knee up. Take it in your hands. Just going to circle your ankles. And the other way. Keep that supporting leg soft if you can. Place your foot down, take the other knee up. I'm just going to circle our ankles here, standing nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Change direction. Turn the foot. So we're still at hip distance apart. We're going to come down and just do 4 more Pilates squats. Nice deep squats. 2 more. 1 more. Now we're going to fully extend arms up to the ceiling, onto our tiptoes. Arms come back down and around. And keep going. So calf raises here. 2. 2 more. Nice and tall. And lower. Last one. And from here, we're going to do some nice lateral stretching. So arms coming wide. And we're just going to take a turn down to our left. Left arm comes up and over. And then back to center. And keep hitting them up. And the other way. Breathing. Nice natural breaths here. Keep going. Arms come wide. Lean to your left. And then lean to your right. 1 more time, each side. Excellent. From here, we're going to do some swoops. So we're going to curve through our spine, leaning forwards, bringing our hands together and pressing our shoulder blades apart. Take a deep breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to open up our chest and look up to the ceiling, squeezing our glutes as we look up. Coming forwards, curving through, and then exhale, squeeze, look up to the ceiling. Keep going with this in your own time. You might prefer to hold the stretch a little bit longer. And squeeze on the up. Last one, looking up. Hands come up to the ceiling. We're going to do a half roll down. So looking up to the ceiling, we inhale. And then exhale, coming slowly down. We're going to put our chin to our chest, curve through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. So your hands come onto your knees. Arch and flex your spine here. So we're going to come up. Chest and head comes up and our belly goes down to the floor. And then we're going to stretch our spine up to the ceiling here. Keep going in this movement in your own time. Nice deep breaths. Inhale as you come down. Exhale as you stretch your spine up. Belly comes down, head comes up. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, rolling it all the way up to standing again. Nice and slowly. From here, we're going to do a nice little lunge step sequence. We're going to start on our right leg forwards first. So we're going to come forwards on our right, thinking about the angles between your legs being at 90 degrees. So you've got both knees in a 90-degree angle. Your chest is up nice and tall. Hands into a prayer position. We're going to take a nice twist into our bent knee. And return. Take a step back. Other leg comes forwards. Hold it there. Hands into prayer position. Take a twist into that bent leg. And return. Keep going like this. Forwards on the right. Twist to your right. Step it back. Forwards on the left. Twist left. Rotate back. Step it back. Keep going. Rotate. Return. Step back. Other leg. Coming forwards. Twist. Twist back. And return. Coming down. Twist. Return. Step back. Coming down. Rotation. Come back. Step back. Two more. Forwards. Twist. Return. Step back. Forwards. Twist. Return. Step it back. Feet come nice and wide. We're going to do side to side lunging here, going from one to the other. You can have your hands on your hips, your hands on your legs, however's comfy for you. Keep your chest up. Breathe. I'm going to do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. From here we can add a little twist. So we're going to come down, twist our body, opposite hand to foot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll yourself up. Turn your feet to sort of 10 and 2 on a clock face. They're facing outwards. We're going to do a little squat sequence here when I can breathe. And we're going to just start with some wide squats. So thinking about our chest up, as always, and we're going to have our knees tracking in line with our feet. So we're not sort of squashing forwards. We're trying to keep ourselves in a nice controlled position here. The further down you go, the better you're working. Okay, so we're going to come down and up. That's 2, 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, holding it down. We're going to take our arms wide, then place them in a pec deck position. We're going to come in for 8 pec deck. 7, squeeze those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, back into full squats, coming up and down. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And we're going to hold it down. Hands come forward, pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full squats. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Coming back up. Well done, everyone. We're going to take that now. Our feet coming back to parallel, staying wide. Inhale, hands come up. We're going to roll it down to the floor. Chin comes down to your chest, exhaling on the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, pulling yourself to your hands, come down to your feet. Hold it there for a nice stretch. You can walk your hands forwards, come up onto your tiptoes. Feel that stretch through the inside of your legs there. Walk your hands back, heels come down to the floor. Place your hands carefully on your ankles and very gently place your weight further onto the balls of your feet and bring your head further towards your legs, gently, for a deeper stretch. Hold. And slowly release. Hands come down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll it back up. Really control that movement. Spine, every vertebrae by vertebrae. Think of my words. Roll out your shoulders, bring your feet together. We're going to do some nice roll downs here. So bringing your hands up. Inhale. Make sure that your feet are hip distance apart again. You've got your pelvic neutral, and we're going to roll it down. Exhaling down. Chin comes to chest. Curve through every bone in your back. So spine curving nice and slowly down to the floor. When you reach the mat, take a deep breath in. Exhale and turn one of your arms up to the ceiling, looking at the top hand. Slowly release. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, the other hand comes up. Slowly release. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll it back up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Okay, hopefully everyone's nice and warm. We're going to take ourselves into the roll down sequence now. So I'm going to show you once, and then from there you can join in. We're going to come into a plank position. So we're going to inhale, come up. Exhale, rolling it down. Down to the mat, hands come to our feet. We're going to walk into our preferred plank position, the long armed plank. If you're doing a long arm plank, your hands need to be beneath your shoulders, nice straight line with your body, your glutes and your core engaged and your neck in line with your spine. Nice and strong through the whole core of your body. You might want to do it on your fists if you have any problems with your wrists. You might want to come down onto your elbows, that's fine. But if you think about trying not to dip up or down, we want to be in a nice, straight, strong line here. From here, we're going to do mountain climbers. So we're going to come same knee to same elbow, bring the leg up, and then lower. Same knee, same elbow, bring it up, and lower for 8. Then we're going to come into a downward facing dog, half stretch. So our heels down to the mat, our chest towards our toes. Lovely, nice, strong position here, stretching our calves. We're going to take the opposite hand to the outside of the opposite foot with a little twist, and then back. I don't want you just tapping your foot. We're going to come in nice and controlled, and hold it, and then come back. Then we're going to walk to our feet, take a deep breath in, and then rolling it back up slowly. Okay, so when you're ready, let's go for it. We're going to do that 3 times. So take a deep breath in, hands come up, fully extend to the ceiling. And we're going to exhale, rolling it down. Control, slow movements. Hands come down to the floor. We're just going to take a little figure of 8, swishing our hands around side to side here. Hands come back to our feet, and we're just going to release our neck. When you're ready, come out into your preferred plank position. And we're going to go for 8 mountain climbers. So we're going right leg first, going to elbow to knee, extend, lower. Other leg, elbow to knee, extend, and lower. Keep going, 6 more. 6. Breathe in here. Engage your core. When you extend, lengthen through the leg. It's not about height. Knee to elbow, extend. Knee to elbow, extend, lower. Last one, knee to elbow, extend, lower. So you're going to flatten your feet, come up into your calf stretch. Nice high, hips high in the air, heels down, chest towards your toes. Take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, take your right arm to the outside of your left foot. And return. Left hand comes to the outside of your right foot. And return. Slowly walk towards your feet. Take a deep breath in. And roll it back up. Hands come up to the ceiling, look up. Take 4 lateral bends here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back up. Let's roll it down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Hands come to the mat. Walking out into your long arm plank or your elbows plank. Make sure your hands are beneath your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, engage your abs. We're going to go for another 8. Right, extend. Left, extend. Right, extend. Left, extend. Staying nice and strong through your core. Squeezing your leg, pushing it nice and far away. Trying to reach that wall. 2 more. Last one. And come into your calf stretch, downward dog. Take some nice deep breath. Right hand comes to the outside of your left foot. And return. Left hand comes to the outside of your right foot. And return. Walk your hands to your feet. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, slowly roll it back up. Roll out your shoulders. Soften your knees. Reposition, make sure you're in your pelvic neutral. Hands come up to the ceiling. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Curve through your spine. Gently coming down. You can bend your knees if you need to. Hands come down to the mat. When you're ready, we're walking out into our preferred plank for the last round. Okay, so we're going to engage the core. Breathe in. Exhale. Tighten through the abs. When you're ready, right knee comes to right elbow. Extend. Lower. Left knee to left elbow. Extend and lower. 6 more. And lower. 5. Extend and lower. 4. 3. Nice, deep, natural breathing here. Last 2. And the last one. Come into your downward facing dog. And we're going to do a pedal push here. So we're going to just walk the dog, stretching alternate legs in your own time. Coming now, heels back down to the mat. Take a nice stretch there, and we're just going to come onto all 4s. For this sequence, we're going to do twice. So we're going to have your hands beneath your shoulders and your knees beneath your hips. Try to keep a nice straight line through your spine and your neck. No dipping and no arching. So trying to keep it nice and straight and strong. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our left leg, extend it back, and we're just going to lift and lower. So you're going to be squeezing through your glutes, pointing your leg away from you. So just kind of trying to reach the wall behind you. Lift and lower. Engaging your core. Every 6 more of these. Nice deep breaths. 4, 3, squeeze, 2. Last one, hold it up, bend your knee. We're going to do donkey kicks here, which is where we're going to keep the knee bent and come pulsing up for 8, 7, keep it high, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg. We're now going to do rainbows. So think about arching a rainbow from one side of the mat to the other. We're doing like a semicircle from side to side. 8, 7. You don't have to touch the floor. 6. Try and keep the rest of your body nice and straight. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee down. Now we're going to take that same leg and the opposite arm up and out, holding it there and then replacing it down. And then the opposite arm and the opposite leg on the other side comes up and lower. Keep going like this. So we're coming up with your left arm, right leg, and lower. Right arm, left leg, and lower. Give me 4 more. Coming up, straight and strong, and lower. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, sink it back into child's pose here. Just circling out our wrists. Give them a little bit of a break. When you're ready, we're going to come back up onto all fours and do the other leg. So really squeezing through the glutes here. This is a great little workout if you can really push your leg far away, really straight and strong through the legs. So coming, inhale, exhale, engage your core like we did in our breathing at the beginning. We're going to extend our left leg or the other leg, whichever leg you didn't work before. We're going to lift and lower. Squeeze and lower. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Bend the leg. Donkey kicks for 8, 7, 6. Control. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight leg. Rainbows from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring them back down. So we're going to do alternate sides. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, raising up and lower. Other side, up and lower. Keeping your body nice and still and stable with the supporting arm and leg. And really stretching across the room with the raised arm and leg. Really pointing through that leg. Squeeze it up. Do 2 more. Last one. We come down into a child's pose to recover. Take some nice deep breath. Coming back up onto all fours. So our knees are hip distance apart, beneath our hips, hands beneath our shoulders. This is another spinal mobility move. Keeping nice and straight and strong through our back, it elongates through the spine. We're going to just take a little dip backwards, and I'm going to take my right arm, thread it under my left, and push my right arm away from me, twisting through the spine. And as I come back up, you can either take your arm into a half rainbow, opening the chest, or kind of rainbow, or open it up all the way to the ceiling. Those words were not the right words. Try again. Coming through, threading through under our left arm, and then just opening up either a half arm or your whole arm. Keep going. 2 more on this side. Pushing through, and then releasing as you come up, following that top arm with your eyes. Last one. Don't forget to breathe. And then place that hand back down to the mat. Taking our other arm, leaning back slightly. We're going to go through the other side. Push that hand far away from you, and then bringing it back up, either half or into a full extension of your arm, whichever feels good for you. Pushing through, and then opening up through your chest, watching that top arm with your eyes. 2 more. Last one. And then stretching it up. Bring yourself back onto all fours. Come into the knees up off the floor, heels down into a calf stretch here. Take your hands to your feet and then slowly rolling yourself up gently to the standing position. So we're going to come down onto our mat for some work on our backs now for our abdominal muscles. Starting with tabletop taps. So coming down onto our backs. You want your shoulders away from your ears. Stabilizers here, so they're coming down, your hands down by your side. Your feet and knees are hip distance apart. Thinking about our pelvic neutral like we have in the beginning. So rolling up through your pelvis and then rolling back. Find that point B, so you've got a nice straight spine. Your spine is strong on the mat. We want to try and keep that. So if we don't want to bring our arch our belly up to the ceiling, we want to kind of try and keep ourselves nice and straight and strong through the spine. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Engage your core here. Taking your knees up into a tabletop position. So both legs are up and there's a 90-degree angle between each leg. I'm just going to start with doing tabletop taps. So you're going to come down, tap the ground, and then return. One leg at a time. Alternate legs in your own time, keeping that spine nice and neutral. So try not to jeopardize that positioning. Keeping your shoulders down, the neck nice and long. Nice deep breath. If you want to add an arm line, you can go same arm, same leg. Control that movement so your arm goes back over your head as the same leg goes down. And return. So coming down and up. Try not to arch that spine. Try and really control these movements. Keep that nice 90 degrees in your knees. Keeping the non-working legs nice and still. Try not to wobble. Two more. And hug your knees to your chest. We're going to straighten our legs. We're going to do a scissor. So our hands are by our side. Nice, straight, strong legs. We're just going to lower and then pendulum. One leg up, one leg down. Keeping nice and strong through your core. Coming down as far as comfortable without losing that spine alignment. Breathing. Engage your core, make your abs work. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs coming back up. Take a deep breath. And from here, we're going to do little crisscrosses. So we're going to go crisscross, 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 wide. And if you want to stay up high, you can, or you can come with me, working your way lower down. So we're going cross, 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 wide. Lowering down as far as you can go, comfortably, without losing your spinal alignment. And then working your way back up. 1, 2, 3, wide. 1, 2, 3, wide. 1, 2, 3, wide. 2 more. Wide. And the last one. 2, 3, wide. Lovely. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a nice hug. And we're going to do a single leg stretch here. So if you want it to be a bit harder, you can come up with your head and shoulders, or you can stay with your head and shoulders down on the mat. It's up to you. We're going to extend one leg and then hug the other leg nice and tight to our chest. I'm going to keep my head and shoulders off the mat, and then you're just going to keep changing legs. So you're going to exchange legs and then point that leg across the room. Taking it in your own time. You may want to go faster, you might want to do it slower for the control. Don't forget to keep your spine nice and aligned, to keep that breathing. Pointing your leg to the other side of the room, really pushing it away. Give me 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your both legs together. And if you want to keep on like this, you can do. I'm going to go into a double leg stretch with my arms. So you're going to have, if you want to come with me, you're going to have your head and shoulders off the ground. And as you extend your legs, you extend your arms away too. Breathe. And then release. Extend. And then return. That's 3. We're going to go for 8. 4. You can keep going with the single leg stretches if you prefer. 4 more. 3. Should feel this in your abdominal muscles by now. 2. 1 for luck. And then relax your arms and legs down to the ground. Relax. We're going to have 1 more move and then we're done. So the last move is a shoulder bridge move. And we're going to be doing it with a bit of spinal mobility, but it's also going to be working on the glutes as well, just for luck. So when you're ready, we're going to come back with our knees hip distance apart, our feet hip distance apart, and our shoulders down on the mat, away from our ears. You don't need to be in a neutral position because we're going to come out of this neutral spine here. First thing you do is, we've done this before, so just rocking through our pelvis, peeling it off the mat, coming up and down, just the pelvis. Until you're ready, start peeling up a little bit further up the back. So we come all the way up to the mid-back and then lower. Keeping it nice, gentle movements, nice deep breath. When you're ready, coming back down, we'll breathe in. Exhale, coming all the way up into a shoulder bridge. So you're making a ski slope with your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. Your shoulders are your stabilizers. Your shoulders are away from your ears. You're squeezing your glutes for that lovely ski slope position. From here, we're going to exhale and then just curl back down onto the mat, controlling it vertebrae by vertebrae. We'll do a couple more of these, so just take it in your own time. Curving up vertebrae by vertebrae, squeezing our glutes, coming into a full shoulder bridge. And then when you're ready, exhale, feeling it back down. Keep going. Squeeze your hips up and lower. Last one, like this, and then I'm going to come back down. Okay, now I want you to pick your heels up off the mat. I'm going to roll up into our ski slope position, squeezing our glutes. And we're going to pulse our knees together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down, down. Return your heels to the mat. Take your feet wide. Turn your toes out, is what I'm trying to say. Curling yourself up off the mat into your shoulder bridge. Squeeze your glutes, keep them nice and squeezed, and we're just going to pulse our knees out for 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your glutes up. And then peel it back down. Take your feet to parallel again. Lift those heels up. We're coming back up. Rolling through the spine. Squeeze your glutes. Start to feel it here. We're going to pulse our legs together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. And then exhale, slowly coming back down, vertebrae by vertebrae down to the mat. Plant your heels, turn your toes out, and coming back up again. Rolling up through the spine. Squeeze those glutes. And we're going to pulse our legs out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it back down. We're just going to do those one more time each for luck, I think. Feet back to parallel, heels off the ground, rolling up through the spine. Squeeze the glutes, hold them nice and high. Squeeze, feet, knees together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, squeeze and release. Heels down, toes come out, roll up, Roll up, roll up. Knees out for 8, 7, 6, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and roll it down. Extend your legs down to the floor. Take a few moments to just take some breath whilst I turn my page. Well done, everyone. We're gonna, whoops, move my head on. Take our knees back into a tabletop position. You can have a gap between your legs, or you can bring your knees together for this one. It's no problem either way. Take your arms wide, and we're just going to twist down to the floor. Take both knees and feet down to the floor as far as comfortable for you in a nice knee roll. When you're ready, coming back to the center, and taking it down the other side. Keep going in your own time for this one for a minute. You may wish to hold it one side longer, or you might want to go quicker. What feels good for you? You don't have to touch the floor. Come as far as is comfortable for you. Make this next one your last. Back to your center. Hugging your knees to your chest. Circle those knees. Change direction. Move those circles, knees apart from each other, independently circling. And the other way. Take both feet down to the mat. Find that nice neutral spine, shoulders down and away from your ears. Take your right leg up, place it on your left knee, push that knee wide. Squeezing with your glutes, coming up into a shoulder bridge, not worrying about peeling through the spine, just squeezing up and then lowering. Take your hands through your left leg, pull that left leg towards you. You should feel a nice stretch through your glute muscles here. Breathe. And release. Take your right foot down to the mat, come up with your opposite leg, onto the opposite knee, push that knee wide. Hands down by your side, squeeze your glutes up into a half shoulder bridge there. Keep that knee nice and wide. And lower. Take your hands through the hamstring on your right leg, and pull that leg towards you, giving a nice stretch through the glutes. And slowly release. Take that left leg down to the mat, hug your right knee into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, point that leg up to the ceiling, pulling that leg towards you as far as comfortable and pointing and flexing your toe. Circle your ankles as well in each direction. Relax your foot, take a deep breath in. When you're ready, walk your hands up your leg and bring your head and shoulders off the ground, pulling that leg a bit further towards you and pushing the opposite leg away for a better stretch. Bring a lovely stretch down the back of your hamstrings here. Flex your foot even more. Full stretch. Take a deep breath in. Slowly relax that leg down to the mat. Hug your left leg in. Take a deep breath. Extend that leg with your exhale. Point it to the ceiling. Point and flex that foot. Turn the ankles around. Give it a little bit of mobility there. When you're ready, relax the foot. Breathe in. Walk up the leg. Exhale. Bring that leg slightly closer to your head if you can. Increase the stretch. Push that right leg away. Flex the foot for a nice stretch down the whole of your leg, down the sciatic nerve. Hold it there. And slowly release. I'm going to come now into a position called the open door, side lying open door. So we're going to come onto our sides, the lower arm underneath you and your top arm on top of that arm. You're resting your head. Your knees are at a 90-degree angle. We're just going to slowly bring our arm halfway open if you want to, or all the way if you want to extend it right over. Coming up and over. And in your own time, just opening and closing, just releasing your chest. And then following that arm with your head as it comes up and over. You don't have to go all the way, you can just do a half one if you want to, just like I did before. So just a kind of bow and arrow arm. And one more big. And I'm just going to come over onto my other side. You guys can just turn over. Do the same again. So your lower arm underneath, head resting on the mat, and your top arm comes up over the top of that arm. Knees bent at 90 degrees. I'm just going to open and close. Keeping our hips and legs in the same place. Opening our chest. Twisting our body slightly as we come up over and over. Do a full extension if you want to, following that top arm with your eyes. Nice deep breaths. Okay, coming into a seated position. We'll be sitting on our, my hair, looking good. So sitting on our seat bones, feet together. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in, hands come up. Exhale, forward fold onto our feet until your head comes down, last of all to your knees. This is a spine stretch, not to do with stretching our legs. So we don't need to be pulling our feet together here, we're just stretching our spine, getting a nice curve through the spine. And then slowly coming back up. We're going to go again. Inhale up. Exhale, folding forwards. Head's the last thing to come down. And then just grab our hands back up on legs. One more time up. And exhale, folding forwards. Bring your legs apart now. We're going to do a saw movement, just another mobility stretch. So we're going to sitting on our seat bones. You can bend your legs if you prefer, or they can be slightly closer together. It's absolutely fine. Sitting nice and tall through your spine, elongated through the crown of your head. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Bring our arms wide. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist to one side, and then we're just going to rotate and take the opposite hand outside the opposite foot. Bringing it back. Arms come wide. And then exhale, twist. And then opposite hand to opposite foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist and extend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist and extend. Inhale, back to center. We're going to come back up to our feet now. One more roll down. So we're standing with our feet hip distance apart. Think about you're softening your knees, your pelvic neutral, your shoulders are back, your hands come up. Exhale, roll it down. See how it feels now compared to it did at the beginning. Just taking it vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly coming down to the floor. Can you get your hands to touch the mat differently? Do you feel more flexible? Take your right arm up to the ceiling, following it with your gaze. See how that feels now. And lower. The other hand comes up. And lower. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly control yourself, moving vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up to the top. You're standing nice and tall. Feet hip distance apart, soften your knees, pelvic neutral. Roll out those shoulders. How are your shoulders feeling now? And the other way. Take a deep breath in. Hands come up to the ceiling. And then exhale, release to the floor. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, hands come up into prayer position. And bring them back down. And give yourself a clap. we're done. Look at this. Unbelievable.